Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Theme Deck Corner. Today we're going to be looking over the Lunar Howl theme deck you can get from buying the Lunala-GX tin. So it'll be obviously featuring this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous card here, and that is Lunala-GX, 250 HP Psychic type Pokemon, Stage 2. This is actually the first time we're showcasing this card on the channel. I have not built a deck around Lunala-GX yet, and I am apologizing to you guys for it. It will come one day, eventually. Maybe. We have the ability Psychic Transfer on Lunala. As often as you like during your turn, you may switch a Psychic Energy from one Pokemon to another. Has Moongeist Beam, 4 Psychic Energy for 120 damage. Not worth it. The defending Pokemon cannot heal during your opponent's next turn. So again, not a great ability on top of an attack that costs way too much. It's not my favorite. You have Lunar Howl GX, which is cool. For 3 Psychic Energy, you get to completely knock out a Pokemon, as long as it's not a fellow GX. So we're going to see if we can, actually use that. But overall, Lunala does not have a whole lot of power behind it like Solgaleo does. So can we use it? We'll see how it goes in this matchup. First Pokemon, though, is going to be the Kangaskhan, 130 HP colorless Pokemon, basic with Crosscut. 1 colorless energy is going to do 30 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this does 30 additional damage. You have Hurricane Punch for 4 colorless energy. You're going to do 50 times 4 coin flips that all land on heads. So potential to do 200 damage, but also potential to do nothing. Next up, we have a full line of Stoutland, Stage 2, 150 HP. You get that ferocious bellow for 3 colorless energy. You get to do 50 damage. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon's attacks do 50 less damage. So that's kind of cool. It kind of does I do damage, but then you do less damage. You also have Hammer In, 4 colorless energy, 120 damage. So some straight damage there. But again, you need to use up a lot of energy. Lastly, we have the good old Alolan Muck, Stage 1, 120 HP, colorless. It's a Psychic type. With Power of Alchemy, each basic Pokemon in player's hands and in each player's discard pile has no abilities. Has Crunch for 2 Psychic, 2 colorless, 90 damage with the coin. If heads, discard energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So overall, we're going to probably rely quickly on the Kangaskhan, and then later in the matches, potentially onto the Lunala. We might even have to use Alolan Muck in competitive, or in combat, just because we don't have a lot of other options. First off, though, we do have the Crushing Hammer to start off our trainer support. And before I go any further, can I just say that the support in the Solgaleo deck is just way better than the one in here, and you'll understand why when I get to it. You have the Crushing Hammer, flip 2 coins, flip if heads, discard an entry attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. You have 2 Great Balls, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, you may reveal Pokemon there, and you can put it in your hand. You have 2 Max Potions, heal all damage from one of your Pokemon if you do discard all energies attached to it. You have 1 switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched. You have 2 Golden Balls, Z Ultra Balls, discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it in your hand. We have 2 Howl, draw 3 cards, which is fine. We have 2 Last Special, draw a card for each of your opponent's benched basic Pokemon. You have Pokemon Fan Club, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. We have 1 Kukui, draw 2 cards. During your turn, you will be able to do 20 additional damage. We have the Psychic's Third Eye. Your opponent reveals their hand, discard as many cards as you like from your hand, then draw cards equal to that many. We also have the Team Skull Grunt. Your opponent reveals their hand, you get to discard 2 energies from there. And lastly, we have the XP Share. You get to, when one of your Pokemon does get knocked out, you can kind of retrieve one of those energies and put it onto the Pokemon this card is attached to. Now, keep in mind here, we have no draw engine. Like, when I say draw engine, I don't mean like 3 or 2 or cards like that. Like, I guess we're relying specifically on sacking our cards in Psychic's Third Eye. But if we only have like 2 cards, we're not going anywhere. We can't just outright play all our cards and hope to gain cards back. It just doesn't work that way. And we haven't got anything in our Pokemon that really gives us that back. We do have the Treasure Hunt from Herdier. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put an item card from your discard pile back into your hand. But that'll only get us like a Crushing Hammer, one of these guys. And keep in mind that all our Pokemon at their max attack power have a high energy cost. So Max Potion isn't overly strong in this deck. But that's just my 2 thoughts. Lastly, we do have 2 double colorless energy and 16 psychic energy. So, my thoughts is this deck is not going to perform as well as Solgaleo did. To be honest with you, I never said my thoughts on the Solgaleo deck, and I'll be honest with you, I did not expect it to perform the way it did against that one particular match. If you guys haven't seen it, please go check that video out, because that was just a fantastic matchup. Fantastic video, you guys gotta check it out. But I do not see this one particularly taking as well, so hopefully my thoughts are wrong and this deck just kind of excels in every way, shape, and form. I just don't see it in the deck list. But with that though, let's go into a couple matches and see if I can prove myself wrong in a few matches on TCG Online. Alright guys, match number 1 is here, and we're going up against Paluchenko playing a fire deck. Now if this is Typhlosion, we'll get pretty much one shot right away and there's nothing we can do. But with that being said, we're going to have to wait to load in here and hope that we can actually get this match underway. But here he is. Paluchenko is in the matchup, and we're ready to get this fiery battle underway. Can he get this coin toss? Is he going to call heads? He's going to call tails? I want you guys to decide right now. He's going to win this coin toss because he hit heads. And we're going to go... He wants us... Oh, we won. Well, okay, we'll go first. I need to get Cosmog down anyway, so... we don't get a Cosmog. We actually just start off with a Lillipup with a workout attack. Can't even use it because we're just going to be going for bites. We'll just go with the good old Lillipup drop. My opponent will get first turn ability to attack if he's got anything. But we're going to try and keep that energy off him with the Crushing Hammer. We got the Pokemon Center Lady, you guys look like a Pokemon Center Lady now. Just so you know. I know you're a fan club and all, but you're apparently a Pokemon Center Lady. Anyway, we're dropping a Psychic Energy down. We're going to go for that Pokemon fan club. We're going to get a Cosmog, and do I go for the Alolan Grimer or do I go for a Kangaskhan? One or the other. What one would you guys go for? I'm going to go with the Kangaskhan because, well, he's going to probably want a Mega Evolve. Probably not. He's got the Melting Horn. We're in trouble for that, by the way, because he can start doing that like now. I don't have an opportunity to stop him, and he's actually opting to use the Gumshoes for it, which is kind of cool. But I can knock it out one shot with a Lunala if I can set that up. Again, it's all about setting it up, guys, and unfortunately, this is not going to be a great match. We're going to see a Team Flare Grunt, so he's going to get rid of our Psychic Energy. All I can do is work up. This is something that'll be completely... Oh, our Alolan Muck is gone. Good thing we didn't grab that. We are going to go for the Solgaleo drop here. Solgaleo! That's a Cosmom! I am terrible with names today. We're going to go for our own Crushing Hammer. If we do succeed, we can at least attach energy to... you. This way, nothing happens. We can kind of hold off, take out this Houndoom. Hope we get a hurt here, because then we can Crushing Hammer again. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of like the only thing we can do. But we need to get 4 energies down onto Cosmog. Now, if my opponent sets up 2 energies, he still can't actually take me out. Does go for the Ultra Ball. He might just opt to go for the Mega Houndoom right now. Might be a good play. He doesn't have any way of... I can't knock him out. There's nothing I can do. Goes for the Gumshoes instead, which is absolutely fantastic. Because now he can see what my hand is at any time. Just make sure that I'm completely in control. We're going to see the VS Seeker. My opponent is going to go for that Team Flare. Oh, he's going for the Lily. That's actually a fantastic play here. Because he can get his cards back. And boom, he's got a full hand again. He goes for that Search the Premises. Looks at my hand. If he goes for it, he can't go for a Team Skull Grunt. Cannot go for a Team Skull Grunt. Oh, but I got another Psychic Energy. I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to drop another Psychic Energy down onto my Cosmom. If he gets rid of the other 2, I will be skunked. But I need some cards. I need some draw support, and this deck just doesn't have it. There's no way to get like a Sycamore or an N in this deck, because there aren't there. I don't even have Shauna. I only have How as my highest card draw, I think. Like I said, even if I get Psychic's Third Eye, what am I going to do? Get rid of a Max Potion, draw 1? I don't know. And my opponent has no basic Pokemon, so my last special is going to draw me nothing. My opponent is thinking pretty hard here. Thinking pretty hard. He's going for that Team Skull Grunt, which is a fantastic play. He does hit 2 Psychic Energies. I only have a Max Potion left. And I'm pretty much skunked at this point. He does pass the turn. I get a Pokemon Fan Club. So I can get more basics out that I really don't need. Should I have gone for the Herdier? Or Lillipup and potentially gotten a Herdier later? Maybe. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I have nothing I can play anyway. He has no energy. I have no energy. Brings out another Houndoom though. Now I cannot. Team Rocket's handiwork. Does hit. Gets rid of my Herdier, which could have helped me out, and a Great Ball. We're going to get Psychic Energy. We're going to just drop that down on our Cosmom. We can get our Lunala going. We'll be great. Right? Great. We're showcasing this deck's true potential, guys, because we're drawing into everything. Crushing Hammer does not go off, so we do not lose a full turn of our energy here. Because we can, if I can get this Lillipup out of here, we can get into our good old Lunala and actually go for a Lunar Fall. Or for that one that knocks something out. We do see a Fire Energy now. He's going to ditch 2 cards. Please no Lunala. He got rid of our other Muck, so we cannot evolve our Grimer. We're going to get our Kukui off here. It is a Great Ball kind of day. All we get is the Herdier. So I can kind of reacquire that Great Ball. Is there anything else that I can get? It's just Crushing Hammer and Great Ball. I need Lunala. Like, I need Lunala bad. And I didn't even get a Pokemon in this one! This is why getting these cards are just not good, guys. It's just not good. I wasted my Herdier. I could have got a Crushing Hammer, got rid of that energy, potentially. Either way, probably would have been a fail. Fighting Fury Belt now onto the Houndoom. There's nothing I can do. We're going to see Search the Premise. He sees that I've got a Team Skull Grunt, and my Max Potion is still in my hand. I've got nothing. I got nothing going for me. If I see the Lunalas go, I see a Psychic Energy go, which is bad. We get a Psychic Energy, which I can drop onto my Cosmom. I can go for a Team Skull Grunt. He has no energy. I see N, Team Flare Grunt, Shaman. All I can tell you is this is a terrible hand for me. All I can tell you is this is a terrible hand for me. We're going to see a Bunnelby, which is a good card. We are down to 25. He does go for a Shaman. Does draw a few additional cards. And I really like how he's never getting rid of his stock. Like, he's always got something going. He's got some Float Stones now onto those not necessary Pokemon. But I can't Lysander them up anyway. He's just going to Melting Horn. And down goes one of my Lunala. Drop an energy. Darn it! There goes one of my Lunala. Why couldn't you have been in Great Ball range? Why couldn't you have been in Great Ball range? I don't know why he wasn't in Great Ball range. But Lunala is gone now. Nothing I can do. Fighting Fury Belt onto the Houndoom in the back. Melting Horn. 2 more Psychic Energies hit the discard pile. We're going to get an XP share. I don't need this. Drop it down on you, I guess, and pass. We're getting all sorts of junk. And my opponent is doing everything they need to do to get rid of my hand. Like, if they get rid of that last Lunala, we can't attack. So they get rid of 2 double colorless energy back to back. Not that I needed them right now. And another Psychic's Third Eye. Crushing Hammer. We fail on that too. We are doing so good, guys. So good here. I'm absolutely loving this deck. Absolutely love it. We're all set up. I just need a Lunala, but if my opponent Melting Horns away that Lunala, I've only got 14 cards left, and I still need to take 6 prizes to win this game. He has all sorts of potential here. I can't knock anything out in one turn. There goes a How and a Grape at my Ultra Ball. We got the Lunala, though! I need an energy to get my Herdier out of here, though. Oh, well, that's why a Psychic Transfer's here. We're going to take your energy. Take it. Put it on you. And be done with that. I actually should have been attacking this whole time. We're going to retreat into you. And we're going to go for that Lunala-GX and get rid of one of these big guys. Just this way it has potential to get a card draw. I'll get rid of one with the Fighting Fury belt. We can claim 2 prizes. One good old Psychic Energy, one more Cosmom. Not that I can get my other Lunala back. Not that I'd want to at this point, because I've already used the Lunar Fall. I can only do 120 damage. I can still 2-shot these guys, but there's not much I can do. Does just opt to get rid of one of my Psychic Energies, not knowing that I've got another one in back, so it's alright. Does Melting Horn. I don't have long to live here, but we're back in this fight. I don't need cards. We can evolve my Cosmom. Oh, Max Potion does work! Never mind! I'm thinking, I misplayed on that. I forgot about the Psychic Transfer. You can transfer it off, and you can go Max Potion on. So I'm going to get comments about that. I'm aware of that. But I did notice it now where I can just Psychic Transfer him onto something else before this guy goes down. Max Potion, I'm good to go. Crushing Hammer does hit, so I'm going to lose that Psychic Energy again. Sadly, I will need a Howl. I don't think I've got much energy left in this deck, because 12 of them are currently gone. He is going to go for another Team Flare Grunt, so he is completely shutting me down now. He gets to search the premise knowing I don't have much left. And unfortunately, Lunala can't do much here. I don't have any damage output on any of my other Pokemon either that aren't 4 energy costs. Crushing Hammer again, and it does not work, thankfully, because we'd only have 1 energy left in play. We're going to see an Ultra Ball. We're in a lot of trouble here. We're going to see another Bumblebee. Not that he needs it, but he's just grabbing it in case something goes on. We are going to see that Melting Horn get rid of Alolan Grimer and Lillipup. We can go for a team. We got 4 cards? Well, I can at least do that. Like, it's not going to be great. I only have 1 card. Actually, that was suicide. I suicided! I got nothing, guys. I'm actually going to give him a well played, because it is hard to play Mildex. I don't have anything, so unfortunately I will be played. That will be the end of this game. He doesn't even need to play. I'm just going to... Well, he does need a Melting Horn, because I need to draw. And unfortunately I do not have a draw card, so this will be the end of this match. I know it's not the best kind of games to showcase as a Mill deck, but it was literally the thing that would counter me the hardest, and it's like what we played. So hopefully in match number 2, we'll see something a little different. Hopefully we'll get into an actual match and, you know, showcase a little bit more stuff. But again, the card draw engine in this is so bad. I'm sitting there just pulling card. If we were playing something that attacked us, man, we would have been destroyed. Absolutely destroyed in that match. But hopefully we'll have a good comeback in this next match, and we'll have something where we can actually showcase a real battle. But hopefully something good will come from this next match. I'm crossing my fingers, guys. I'm crossing my fingers here. Alright, guys, match number 2 is here, and it's against Mod Frog, playing a grass deck. So if it's this entire episode has been brought to you by wrong names at the wrong time. No, Lurantis, we're in trouble, because it just powers up so much faster. We don't even have a basic Pokemon. Our opponent doesn't either, but they're playing a lot of... it might be Superior? I don't know. Could still be using Bridget for Lurantis. Could be a cool card. We still don't get anything, because, you know, Herdier is the only thing that comes up now. We are going to draw into... nothing! We have so many basics in this deck. Why are we not drawing into anything? Oh boy. Our opponent is going to have the best opening hand ever. Alright, so Lillipup in front, because I do want to keep my Cosmog alive. But this time around, I'm going to play it a little different. I forgot about Psychic Transfer in the last match. I'm going to 100% admit to that. I forgot about Psychic Transfer. So potentially we can get ourselves going here. We can XP share onto the Lunala. We can do a whole bunch of things. But again, we have to use Lunala as our main attacker, which is not great. That'd be like using your Aromatisse in the old days. It's Decidueye. We're in trouble. We're even more trouble now. Like, this is bad. Force of Giant Plants comes down, gets into the Dartrix turn 1. Does he have the Decidueye opening hand? Goes for a Timer Ball. Doesn't get it. Does get it. He's going for that Decidueye. And, of course, he's going to probably hit my Cosmog. Because if he doesn't, that would be a foolish move. But he knows that if he sees the Cosmog, you take it out ASAP. Double Colorless Energy down onto the Decidueye. This guy's going to use it as the attacker as well, which is kind of cool. Can still go for that for the Feather Arrow. Does hit my Cosmog for 20. I can't evolve turn 1, but I can Crushing Hammer and try to remove that Double Colorless Energy. We do see a Sycamore go off, and he gets rid of a Skyla and a Lurantis. It is Lurantis Decidueye! Oh man, I called it, but man, this is going to be hard. Nope, and no. Oh, thank you, Ball. That was so good. You are so good. He does not need the extra help. He does not need it. At Ultra Ball. We get rid of the Rare Candy, and it looks like a Double Colorless Energy. Maybe. We're going to see the Fomantis. It's going to hit that field hard, so he can evolve into the Lurantis when he wants to. Might already have one. We're going to see the Revitalizer, which means he can grab that back and actually fully evolve right away. Which is cool. Doesn't have a whole lot of cards left in hand, but he can go for the Oranguru, so you'll never be lower than 3 cards. And we're going to see it's a Rowlet. And that's going to be the turn. Alright, so we're going to just drop the We're going to Howl first. So Howl kind of screwed us up. I landed the heads. There goes the Double Colorless Energy. Drop the XP share down onto you, because I can evolve you. We're going to work up. During your next turn, this Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. If we could Rare Candy, that would be cool, but we can't Rare Candy. Does drop a Grass Energy down onto the Decidueye. Can go for a Hollow Hunt. And a Dartrix is now onto the bench in the back. That is what he drew. Instruct is going to add him 2 more cards. If he gets the Decidueye, my Cosmog is going to go down. And unfortunately, that's just unfortunate. Just goes for the Feather Arrow. Here it is. 20 more damage onto my Cosmog. Hollow Hunt GX is going to go off. He can get 3 cards. 3 cards, anything from the discard pile back into his hand. And it's just going to be scary. It's just going to be scary. He gets an Ultra Ball, Sycamore, and the Double Colorless Energy. So, we're going to get a Herdier. Drop a Psychic Energy down. Evolve. I kind of wish I had Garbodor instead right now. I will not deny that. We are going to go into the Herdier, hoping to get this Crushing Hammer off. We don't, but can we get rid of some energy? We got rid of that Double Colorless Energy again. So you can't have that. And I'm in trouble. I've run out of options. Again, my supporters do not draw cards for me. He drew another Double Colorless Energy. We're going to see an Ultra Ball. It's going to be into a Decidueye. So now he can do 40 damage to my Cosmom. And unless I get Lunala next turn, there's nothing I can do. Like, I'm so far out now, it's not even funny. And he has damage output with the Lurantis. So we're going to see it's 40 damage. I have one more turn with Cosmom. Unless it evolves somehow, some way, some form. I don't know. We've treasure hunted already with the Herdier. My opponent gets a full brand new hand. If he gets another full line of Decidueye, we will have lost this. He does just go for the Razor Leaf. Does get rid of my Herdier. We are going to take that energy and attach it to Cosmom. Up comes the Cosmom. It has 10 HP left. We get a Psychic Energy. We're not done, but we're done. Because I can't attack. I've got no damage output, and all my energies are going to go away. Decidueye has broken us, guys. Down drops the Grass Energy into the back. My opponent just needs to Razor Leaf. He can go for these guys here, my little guys, with both of his Decidueyes now. If he has another Dartrix, he will play it. He does just go for a straight Sycamore. He's just looking for damage output at this point. He might mill himself, though, in order to do it. He does get that Dartrix. Does he get the Decidueye to evolve into it? That'll be 3 Decidueye we're dealing with. He goes for an Ultra Ball. Gets rid of that 4th Dartrix and a Force of Giant Plants, because we have no stadium to counter this thing. Brings up another Lurantis. Apparently, both the Decidueyes are prized, which is fine by me. We are going to see that Feather Arrow is going to hit me for another 20. Why would you Feather Arrow me? Oh, because then you can just knock me out. I see what you're doing, big boy. I have to bring up the Alolan Grimer. You will get knocked out as well. And the other damage will go onto the Cosmog in the back. So, good play on my opponent's part. He actually will get 2 knockouts. And my Cosmog is weakened. Now, I could have waited and evolved my Muck, but again, at this point, guys, it does not matter. The only thing that I'd be shutting off is Yornguru. Oh, I get an XP share! Theme Deck Corner at its finest! Theme Deck Corner at its finest, guys. We just got completely swept and destroyed by Decidueye. It wasn't even a fair fight. But that is sadly going to be it for today's matchups. I know I got 2 losses. And that's because I don't like this deck. I'll be honest with you, this deck doesn't have a lot of, there's no power behind it. You need 4 energies to get to anything. And Lunala, as much as that Psychic Transfer is very strong, you don't want Lunala as your attacker up in front, because if you lose the Psychic Transfer, you're losing all your energy. You're losing all your potential damage. The Lunar Fall attack is the only thing that got me a knockout in the whole episode. And it's the cheapest thing to get knockouts. And it's a free knockout on anything that's not a GX. There you go. My overall opinion on this one is, if you're buying this for Lunala-GX, buy for Lunala-GX. But if you're buying it for the deck, don't bother. It's not a good deck. The Solgaleo one is better in terms of draw support, in terms of getting Solgaleo out. Solgaleo does more damage. It can one-shot any EX in the format, barring maybe Wailord. And you can get all your cards set up easily. Yeah, sure, it's junky. It's a theme deck. But Solgaleo was way better than Lunala's ever will be. I don't know how you guys could, if you guys want to give me your input, and if you've played this deck, if you guys have had better luck than I have, then I hope you guys have had enjoyable time playing this one, but unfortunately for me, it was not my taste, and I'm going to put this one to rest. But that is all from me. If you guys are enjoying the content that I do bring you guys, I hope you guys can hit that subscribe button and come back on the regular. But that is all from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, time out.